Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Kidd Brewer Stadium at App State is one of the most exciting stadiums in the country. 30,000 strong, the Rock gets rocking. It is the highest college football stadium on the east end of the Mississippi. It opened in 1962 and saw a $50 million expansion in 2020. The Rock gets loud. That's why App State is so tough at home. Nice?
Appreciate that, Holly. So the App State Mountaineers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And now to lead the offense, it's Malachi Singleton. He's trying to flush that last performance. 4 interceptions and just a single touchdown pass. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15.
2-14 close. 2-14 close.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Scanning the field, it's Singleton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The sure hands, it's Sanchez. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing. Defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Lewis. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here comes the heat. Finds his back in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Mountaineers have this offense rolling. Looking for room, it's Lewis. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. And the Mountaineers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Lewis. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Appalachian State!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So the Warhawks offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, you're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Great job on the safety there, and how about the D-tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D-tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. on his way back from the 20.
Returner is brought down at the 28, and your App State Mountaineers will take
The
over.
Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Singleton. It's complete on the right side. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go right back downfield. Got it behind the line. It's Lewis. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go right back to it. Turning it on! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Run in the red zone, it's Lewis. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Mountaineers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Ready. Red 18, red 18.
From the gun, running back on the move. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Warhawks have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Rush is on him. And they got it. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got a little grass. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Warhawks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Complete in the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe. On to attempt the try.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd.
Number 27, set to kick it away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Looking for a man. It's Singleton. Gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Ready, but hot.
Running inside, it's Lewis. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offenses.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To the air on second down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
You can tell the quarterback didn't do a good job with his eyes. You got to look people off. You got to make sure you move those safeties with your eyes by opening up or pump faking one direction. He didn't do a good job there. The safety capitalized, makes the big INT.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. To throw, it's Singleton. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They boot it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
Makes the grab in their space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Keep.
Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now.
Ready? Go.
From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Shakes off the defender. Working their way closer and closer. Third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Warhawks with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Under fire. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he's in. Touchdown, Warhawks! 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Joker. Stay moving.
Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Here we go. Ready. Blue.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wants to fire on second down. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. On the move, it's right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Ball's on the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. There's some room. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And how about that on 3rd and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, 3rd down and long situations, nobody has him. Look at that. Runs the option to perfection, keeps the football, and gets the first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Number 27, set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Trying play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that one's way too far for everybody.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
The corners are walked up tight. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Warhawks! Into the end zone for 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. One more snap coming before halftime. The inside handoff. Across the 35. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with Baylor taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Red Raiders on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game, and boom. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kid Brewer Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 40. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Monroe. And the pummeling has started.
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
And right down the middle. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Number 27, set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Under fire. Trying to buy time. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
674, take off. 674, take off. Down.
To the ground. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Mountaineers are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's James. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Here's a heat. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got his man on the right. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Mountaineers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to run, it's Lewis. stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
At the 13-yard line. Brings up second down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run inside. It's Roberts. Knocked off his feet. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking to throw on third. Behind his big tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on third and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got first and goal.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Warhawks in a good spot here with second and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll run it again. Here's a little room there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
Breaks into the open. Thrust that arm out. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Warhawks getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Warhawks will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Running inside, it's Lewis. Makes it past the marker. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking to throw it, Singleton. Here's the pressure. Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Throwing right. And wings it incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Down, ready. Red 54, let's go!
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Right,
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
down, ready. Wide 53, go!
Out of the gun, the running back has it. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 22 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready.
Gets the back moving.
Ready, go!
Now he's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pulls it on the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Warhawks! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Got his man. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's James. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Mountaineers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Now from inside the red zone. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Mountaineers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point was good. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Hands it off on the counter. Plows through the defense. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keep. Nowhere to go, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 in there, basically right back where they started. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll run it from the gun. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. The Warhawks decide to punt it away. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Warhawks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Singleton. It's on target and complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Mountaineers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Villa. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fellow with a nice catch.
The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards. Another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in them. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays. And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Looking for a gap. It's Lewis. Inside the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Mountaineers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might be changing the route. The run inside. It's Lewis. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is booked.
And he throws another interception. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help?